welcome back to Exploring Attractions. We're back here at Universal Studios Hollywood. Check out some exciting updates throughout the park and maybe even ride some rides today. It's gonna be a busy day, so let's go hit up Super Nintendo World for our first destination. Well, it looks like the Mummy location for Halloween Horror Nights is starting to get prepared too. They've cleared out that entire area. Obviously, still got some stuff going on in the back over there. But yeah, it looks like they're getting prepared to put up the tent, which this is always one of my favorite locations here in Hollywood, just because of how tight it is and how long they make it seem, even though it is a small location. But yeah, curious to see what this is gonna be. You know, I guess a really easy way to tell how busy Universal is, if you're going down the Starway and you see there's a line out the main entrance of Mario Kart, then you know it's gonna be a busy day. All right, here we go, back to the Mushroom Kingdom we go. Let's see how long Single Rider is for Mario Kart and how high of a score I can get this time. So far, day's off to a great start. Single Rider is open. The line actually extends outside of the main entrance. Suspecting Single Rider's probably gonna be around 20 minutes. Well, change of plans as I got up there, and it was a lot longer than I thought. So yeah, definitely not gonna be hitting Mario Kart today, unless when I'm still here, it goes down a little bit later in the day. You can definitely tell that it's spring break here at Universal Studios Hollywood though. It's packed for everything. Obviously the entrance to Mario Kart is packed, and just the entire land is packed right now. Although I took a stop right here into the gift shop after Mario Kart, and they do have some new merch here. A new hoodie, a new crew neck, both blue and red. I really hope they come out with this in black though, because I think that looked really neat with the logo. Make the logo pop a lot more. But now that we made it out of the land, since the land is so packed right now, everything else seems to be a relatively okay wait. Revenge of the Mummy, 5 minutes, sign me up. I really do enjoy this ride a whole lot. It's definitely a staple here at Universal Studios Hollywood. Despite what everyone says about Revenge of the Mummy, I still enjoy it so much. There's still nothing else like it, at least here in California. I mean, obviously you can compare Space Mountain and whatnot, but as far as a horror-themed indoor roller coaster, Revenge of the Mummy is unlike any other. But now let's go make our way up to the upper lot and ride the studio tour to go check out some Halloween Horror Nights construction. And the studio tour is actually the only location that you're able to see the two Horror Nights houses in the Curious George lot. You're no longer able to go stand in the parking garage. The walls have stayed up since Horror Nights, and that's a big reason why we're riding the studio tour today, and to see if there's anything new along the way. Perks of getting here early, there's already a train waiting for us. We don't have to wait at all.
Most of our rides in the park are inside buildings, because the studio is right here. We put you in buildings so your screaming doesn't interfere with the filming going on out here.
Movie magic only happens when a team of collaborators, often in the hundreds, work together to take an impossible notion and bring it to life. This is Jupiter's Planet, a nostalgic, small-time Southern California amusement park owned by former child star Ricky Jr.
Thank every one of you for joining us on the world famous studio tour. To our pass holders, thank you so much for being with us today. If you're not a pass holder, head to the Universal box office to see how you can turn today's ticket into an annual pass so that you can come back again and again. Make sure you've downloaded the official Universal Studios Hollywood app.
Oh, look, all of the netting has returned here at the exit of the studio tour. And that's because with the Dark Arts show that's running for a select couple nights, there's drones. So just in case the drones fall, it doesn't hit anybody or hit anything, they just fall right in this net. And of course, that prevents them from breaking too. Yeah, it goes all the way down the exit of the studio tour over here, even all the way over there, because the drones just fly right above, creating that amazing view during the Dark Arts show. Kind of wanted to recap a little bit of what we just saw. Soundstage 29 is currently getting repainted right now. That's obviously where one of the house locations is typically at for Halloween Horror Nights. We also, like I said, saw a look at the Horror Nights houses that are going in the Curious George location. There's 2 tents up right now, however, one has a facade, but this is supposedly where Chucky is supposed to be. We'll see what happens when announcement season starts to kick off. I will be excited to see when that facade starts to take shape a lot more. Right now in the early stages though, it seems like it's really hard to tell what that facade's gonna be. Let's turn our attention to some other rumors starting to heat up, which is the replacement course, special effects show and animal actors. Rumored right now to be a Fast and Furious themed roller coaster. These two shows had their final run back in January. No confirmation as to what this is going to be quite yet. The big rumor right now and stuff that we've talked about before is a potential Fast and Furious themed roller coaster, rumored to go over the Starway and should span across the animal actors plot and of course the special effects show lot. But right now I don't think there's anything going on. Obviously there's a bunch of different flags on the floor and whatnot, tiny little flags. I don't know if that's implying anything. Okay, something that's very strange to me is I thought I was going crazy at first, standing right behind where, oh look, there it went again. They are like testing people screaming on a roller coaster, like the sounds. I don't know if I'm losing it right now, but there's no coasters. It's not Jurassic World. It's not anything around here. It's not the Simpsons ride. I think that they're testing sound right now for people screaming on a roller coaster. I may be going crazy, but there we go. You can kind of hear it right there. It's cycling through like a whole bunch. Some audio is a little bit louder than the others, and some are quiet, but you can definitely hear it. There you go, there it was again. You gotta listen very closely, but the audio is there. They're testing sounds of the roller coaster. Now, like I said, I'm pretty sure that it is coming from stage 56 over here, special effects show. You can't hear anything up here. You definitely hear stuff on the Starway. And then of course, all over the place, there's different signs blocking guests off from going anywhere up the way to the animal actor stage. However, despite it being shuttered right now, there is still merch inside the production central store. The rumor has this being destroyed too, along with the two different shows to make way for the coaster. But right now there's merch in there. I heard it was open a couple of days ago, but it is shuttered today, even though it is spring break and it's a busy day. Yeah, I mean, you can't hear any of the audio playing over here by the animal actors stage. There is some demolition of the stage on the inside that I can see from here, but no work going on the outside. There's a sign right there. Obviously, it's a construction zone. People are really now starting to flow into the park a lot more. I was gonna ride some more rides, but it looks like it's just gonna be Mummy and Studio Tour today. Something right in front of me though is quite exciting because it's a lot different compared to when I first walked in. And that of course is more Halloween Hornets construction. So on the Horror Night Nightmares fan account, their speculation map says that this is going to be Universal Monsters Paris, or just some form of Universal Monsters haunted house. Don't know how much that's true. Like I said, it's all speculation right now, but the facade was actually only half of this when I first walked in a couple hours ago. Now they put up a lot more, and it's hard to tell what it is. However, this is about as far as we can go to get close to the construction progress of the Persian Courtyard Halloween Horror Nights house. Yeah, you get a pretty good view of everything. Doesn't look like, I mean, early prediction, it doesn't look like it's going to be raised up at all. Like, it looks like that's going to be the height. So who knows, but here's a good look at Horror Night stuff. It's very exciting to see it this early on in the season, especially with now the two Curious George tents up, Mummy getting prepared, and this one that makes a total of 4 in construction. There actually looks to be a really tall couple pieces of plywood. If you come over here to French Street, you can see on the side the construction going on for the Horror Nights house. I don't think I've ever seen a finale scene or construction on this side that tall. And honestly, I thought they were just constructing the facade right now and they had nothing else done, but it's exciting to see stuff like that happen on the side, that they are doing more construction with the entire house and not just the facade. Right over by these tables over here is where I was staying at, and that's because there's more construction going on right behind the haunted house. That of course is for the Universal Plaza, some form of refurb, revamp that they're doing for it.
It's alive! In the name of God!
Hope y'all appreciate that quick little cameo by Frankenstein. But yeah, as far as the Universal Plaza area goes, there's not much that you can see since there's nothing vertical and we don't actually know what's going on. I'd assume it's just a revamp, especially since Universal did just go through and classify their lands as separate things for each area of the park. Like, everything in Universal Studios Hollywood is now deemed as a land, and we made a full video talking about that, all the new land names. But right now it's just construction walls, and you can hear work going on the inside. Crazy times ahead of us for this park, guys, as we leave I reflect on everything that's going on, and there's just so much to film and so much to be excited about and update. I mean, I've been doing all the Epic Universe updates, and that's been making me excited. Obviously, it's a brand new theme park, but here in Hollywood, they also got some cool things cooking up, and I'm so pumped for it. Made a pit stop here into the studio store, and in case any of you guys were wondering, the Boo headbands are now back in stock. They're out of stock for a while, but they're back in stock now. They don't have the Toad ones quite yet. I wish the Toad ones were there because that's the ones, the Savannah ones, but the King Boo ones are back. But that's gonna wrap up our visit here to Universal Studios Hollywood. Hope you all enjoyed it, and hope you all enjoyed the exciting updates around the park. If you're new here, subscribe down below with those bell notifications on, and please leave this video a like because it does help with the channel a whole lot. As always, thank you all for everything and continuously supporting this channel. Positivity is key, and most importantly, remember to keep exploring. Peace out, everybody.